guys, it's me, Jonny Geer, back on the live feed for Notevember. This is day 25. 25. I've made it this far. Word of the day is laugh. I'll talk about more about my inspiration in just a second. But yeah, this has been pretty hard to do all the days, especially with the Thanksgiving holidays. But even more than about making music or anything else, this was just about showing up to do something like every single day for 30 days in a row, which I've found out is very difficult. But my husband didn't mind me too much when I whipped out the laptop at our campfire the other night. We had a little Thanksgiving camping night in Cedar Ridge Park Friday night. I made that one very quick though. I tried to be as fast as I could. And this one's pretty quick too. It sounds a little bit rushed at the ending. But anyway, yeah, Thanksgiving was hard to do, but I did one in the car on the way Thursday for our Thanksgiving family meal, and then Friday I did at our little campsite in Cedar Ridge. Saturday, when did I do yesterday's? I think I just did it when I got home. Anyway, today's word is laugh, and my inspiration for this piece comes from a couple different places. The main idea comes from a podcast that Roberto and I were listening to. I think this was on the way to DFW on Thursday for Thanksgiving dinner. It was a WTF podcast. If any of you guys are fans out there of the Mark Maron podcast, he's got tons of them. He just interviews mostly actors, but not only actors. I think he had Obama on there back in the day. Actors, musicians, celebs. But he has a great way of talking to them and kind of getting interesting things out of his interviewees. And he was interviewing one of my favorite screenwriter directors, Kenneth Lonergan. He did the film You Can Count on Me with Laura Linney and Matthew Broderick back in, I want to say 2000. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like really well written. Who wrote this? He directed it too. So it's a great movie, You Can Count on Me. And he also did more recently Manchester by the Sea, which was also a great film. And I think he's got something on Broadway right now, a revival of an old play that he did. I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, he's a great writer, great director. And he was talking with Mark Maron. Mark Maron had made a comment about all of his films being kind of downers, which is a fair enough comment, but or that there wasn't much humor in them. And Kenneth Lonergan, I think, was a little taken aback because he said something to the effect of, he thought there were parts that were funny and he was trying to have that in there. And basically to him, that it wasn't like so much humor and drama being two sides of the same coin, more just being, it's all what it is. It's all just life. And a lot of times the humor is in the drama and vice versa. I guess you can use the coin metaphor, it works okay, but and anyway, they were talking about different types of laughter. Rambling here. This is for you, Nottie Murphy, and Jeff Andrews, if you're still out there. They're talking about different types of laughter. Let's see, they were talking about that kind of a kind of awkward laughter if somebody's watching a film or hearing about something, or he was talking about he was surprised with people laughing about certain parts in his plays that didn't seem like people should be laughing. Something like really tragic or something happens, and laughter is a kind of response of like, I don't know how to deal with this emotion I'm having, so I'm just gonna laugh instead. And he was saying, at least they're having some kind of reaction. And then also the kind of laughter of somebody who laughs like a little too loudly at a joke, or a little too loudly, or just kind of needs to hear the sound of their own voice, and that other kind of awkward laughter. They describe it much better in the podcast, but the inspiration for this piece was kind of inspired by that kind of laughter. I imagine like a little gathering of folks, maybe a dinner party, a little get together, and people are just kind of talking, having a good time. And then there's one guy who's just like every now and then like laughing very loudly and kind of like too long at a joke or something. Maybe his own joke, I don't know. So you'll hear that in the music. It's kind of this, and I was also inspired by Mozart a little bit, at least in the beginning. It kind of starts out a little Mozart, and then it goes to some other places. Gosh, and I'm wishing I had played through this one more time before I hit record on the live stream. Anyway, it'll be a little bit of a mess, but so anyway, yeah, that's my story. November day 25, laugh.